Hi Libra, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2022. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in these readings. All that being said, Libra, now on to your November 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Libra, very likely could be you, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is an air sign person. This is an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So it could be you, but it could be some other air sign person you're dealing with in the month of November. You may feel like you have to catch yourself from falling. You may feel like something in you is spiraling out of control. This could be your emotions. This could be a situation. You may be also trying to gather information to hold your ground about something. This could be in a court case or a legal battle. This could be at some kind of dispute at work. This could be even a personal dispute with somebody. You may want to hold your ground in those areas. You may also feel like you've talked your brains out and that you want to rest and relax. Maybe your job has a lot of talking in it. Maybe you have to talk to a lot of customers, clients, people, and you may feel like, oh, I'm tired of talking to these people. I need quiet. I need to recharge my batteries and I need to rest. You may feel that way in November of 2022. You could have a boss that's an air sign, or just a boss in general, that's trying to push you to take on more. They may be trying to get you to work more hours, take more shifts, take on more clients and customers, take on more accounts. And you may feel like you have to put the brakes on. You have to stop this or block this where you stand. Because if you give an inch, this will continue on, and this boss or supervisor or manager will take a mile. They're not going to just, be satisfied with you doing it a little bit. They're going to try to push it. I feel like if you're a working Libra, I feel like you have a pushy boss or supervisor that's trying to get you to do and take on more. They could really be trying to take advantage of you. You also may feel like you're getting tired of the same old thing, or the same old job, or the same old ground, and you may feel really ready for a change. You may really feel like you want something new in your life. And you may also feel like you always have to put on your best game face, put on your best look, put on your best effort. Now, that could also be in a love relationship. Maybe a love relationship's making you feel that way. But I feel that, or a friendship group you hang out with, you could feel that pressure. But I feel that for many of you, it's happening at your job, or if you're in business. I feel like it's circling around those areas. And you may be quite defiant and make your position very clear and definitive to your boss or to your significant other, to somebody. You're going to make your position about how you feel about something or what you're willing or not willing to do. You're going to make a strong stance about it in the month of November. Now, your second card in the reading is the Death card, which is transformation, something ending so something new can begin. So some aspect of your life could be going through some kind of transformation, which is not really a surprise because we had the new moon partial solar eclipse on the 25th of October. And we have the eclipse in Taurus coming up on November 8th. And that does bring transformations. You know, part of your old life or your old self is dying and going away. So these could be old habits, old beliefs, old ways of thinking, old habits. There's some things in your life, could even be relationships. You have some things that are ending, not your life ending. Aspects of your life are ending and transforming, and they're going away. You know, you're not going to like this prediction, but I'm going to tell you nonetheless because I have to tell you what my guides tell me. When you're really going to be feeling really good, like your life is more situated, more to your liking all the way around, is October of 2023. Now, I did get that for one of the other signs, but I can't remember which one, but I do so many readings for Vimeo, YouTube. They're constantly going from one to the next to the next. I did get that somewhere recently for a sign where October of 2023 came up, and I believe it was in these readings. I don't know which sign. I'm reading you at sign number 8. I go in the order my guides tell me to go. So it doesn't mean your life is crap between now and then. It just means like, where are you going to feel like, yeah, I feel good about my life. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to see happening, and feeling good. You may also have watched somebody close to you's life go through a pattern of destruction. And you may be saying to yourself, I don't want my life to go like that. So this could be, you know, is it one of your parents? It could be. It could be a dear friend to you. Could be a sibling. I don't know who it is. But it's like you're looking at somebody and you're like, man, your life has gone through destruction of some sort, and you don't want to have that happen to you. So you're getting a good learning lesson from watching somebody's life go through this transformation. But it's like destruction and then transformation. And, you know, you have to face some things, Libra. You do have to hold yourself accountable for some things that you did do or didn't do that didn't play out the best for you in the past. You can't always blame the other person. You have to take accountability for your part or things that you didn't do right. I do feel like you're making some kind of new start, and I feel that some of you Libras are like, I'm not saying you're not already a positive person, but it's like you want to become more of a positive person, comes up here. So I just want to say here, you know, we're in Mars retrograde now. I'm saying this in all the signs, so bear with me if you listen to other signs. I'm saying it in all of them. So Mars retrograde is going from, I believe it started October 30th, and it goes all the way until January 12th, 2023. But we have the post-shadow period that lasts until mid-March of 2023. So it is not a good time to initiate things. But however, it is a good time to reinitiate something that you already started before, that you that drifted away or you left by the wayside. So restarting something you had started from in the past is good. But you may also need to be cautious because you may feel very impulsive during this Mars retrograde time, and you may also feel more angry, like anger could drive up in you. So these are things you need to be cautious of and keep in the back of your mind. If you want to get more detailed information from my spirit guides about how this Mars retrograde is going to affect your sun sign, or maybe you want to check out your rising sign too, which I do recommend if you can do that. You can get my Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022, 2023 by clicking on the link down below in the description box, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page and go to the Mars retrograde heading. You can see what divination tools I used, how long the predictions, well, the prediction is covering the entire Mars retrograde pre-shadow period and post-shadow period. It's covering that whole period, and you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun, your rising, or your moon sign, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. So now on to card number 3, you have the Strength card. So this is having to access inner courage and inner strength, and having strength and courage, like where you need to have inner courage and inner strength, and have courage and strength over adversity. It's also a card that represents spiritual power over the material world. You could also be taming the savage beast in yourself or in a situation, or you could even be dealing with a Leo, with that lion being there in this card. You know, some of you Libras may be going through some kind of contentious or round and round, or some kind of difficult time with a friend or a group of friends. Some of you, it could be a family member that you're going round and round with. And you may say to yourself, you know what, this is where I have to stop telling them what I think all the time. Because your thoughts and opinions about stuff may be generating defensiveness in them. It could also be generating them to like be negative toward you, or lash out and say things that will be hurtful or upsetting to you. You may also really seriously have to control your temper in November. Because you're kind of viewing yourself as like, I don't want to expose myself to be trampled on. So it's kind of like you feel like if you reveal too much of yourself or your opinions, you're opening yourself up to get stepped on or, you know, criticized. You have to pay attention. Your intuition is going to be on fire this month, Libra. You really need to pay attention to your intuition, because your precognitive abilities are going to be excellent. If you have vivid dreams, they could be precognitive dreams. And your intuition, pay attention to your gut and like just feelings of like knowing. You're going to know a lot of stuff, and this is your intuition. And don't discount it, don't disregard it, and don't not pay attention to it. You need to really pay attention to it this month. You know, at your job, you could start to become a very valuable asset to your employer. Maybe you already were, but for some reason in November, if you're a working Libra, you're becoming more of a valuable asset to your employer. And maybe you were all along and you didn't notice it, but you're noticing it. You're going to be aware of it and notice it in November. And you may feel like you have to take care of yourself better. Maybe you want to change your diet, or take different vitamins or minerals, or exercise, or sleep more, or whatever it is. You may feel like you could be feeling repercussions of something, like staying up too late, or partying too much, or overeating, or not doing any exercise at all. And these could be taking a toll on you. And you may come to the realization that you have to take care of yourself better. If you would like to get a continuation of this reading, where I look into my crystal and give you additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for the month of November 2022, you can access these videos by clicking on the link down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can get these video links on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page Look for November psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You click on whichever zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. So card number 4 in your reading is the World. And the World is being in control. The planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you are conspiring to give you more control. You could feel the lack of control. I don't let the cards flip upside down. So we go by what my guides say. So you may feel like more control, more empowered, or you could feel lack of control. This could also indicate a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning, which is highly possible because we're dealing with the eclipses, the effects of the eclipses on October 25th, the new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. You're under the effects of that for 6 months. And when I did those readings on Vimeo, they went out a year on some of the signs. And you're also being affected by the eclipse in Taurus on November 8th. I feel like you are very intent on putting together plans. You're taking control of something and putting together plans in November. You may also be gathering up kind of a community spirit, and you could be going out and asking for donations to, could be a hurricane relief fund for Hurricane Ian people. It could be for some other cause. I don't know what it is, but some of you could be doing that kind of work, like charity work or taking up donations to send this money to somebody in need or a group of people in need. You're starting to see where you can change your life and where you can improve things and maybe even upgrade or improve your direction that your life is going. And you may feel like you're in the center of a lot of things going on around you. This could be at work, it could be family, it could also be a combination of the two, or even socially. You may feel like there's a lot of activity going on, and you have to, I don't want to say like you're spread too thin, but you may feel like that. You may feel like, well, I got to take care of this, now I got to take care of that, I got to take care of this, and then I'm involved in that. You may feel like there's a lot of things in life swirling around you at this time. You may feel like you're so busy you can't catch your breath, and you may feel like you wish some things would not be so busy and that they could slow down for you. This could also be happening at your job, which I believe came up in the Queen of Swords card. You may even be teaching a class. You may be making some kind of presentation. You could be educating others and showing them how to do something. This could be a webinar, a seminar. It could be at a specific gathering of some point. It could be at a training program or a class that you're giving. Now, the last card you have in this reading of this 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for November 2022, you have the 7 of Cups, which is scattered energy, scattered emotions, scattered thinking. It could be choose wisely from the illusions around you. You may have a lot on your plate. You could be confused about making some kind of decision. Sometimes it can mean a dream come true, but that's not what I usually get here with this card. I do feel, again, like I got in the World card, I feel like you're overwhelmed that there is an awful lot of things that you have to do this month. And I feel like you're also starting to get clear, Libra, on where you can narrow it down. You may feel like, man, I got to cut out some of this stuff. I can't be here, there, and everywhere. I can't be at 15 places at once. You also are going to have some people that are going to be demonstrating and showing their true colors to you with what they do and what they say, how they behave. This could be coming to you from friends. It could be family. Could be at work. But you have to think about it. Where is it happening? You'll know when it shows up. Because remember, these are predictions. Now, for some people, like I say in the beginning, some people skip over that part, but I'm going to repeat it here. You know, timing is different for all of you. So it's a general reading. and you all have different birth charts. So this could have already happened to you last month, could be happening next month, could have happened a year ago, could be happening a year from now. Timing is different for all of you. That's why I always recommend, if you have time and you're cleaning your house or you're doing dishes or cooking dinner, go back to what I said a year ago and play it and see, because some of that stuff could be happening to you right now. Some of you are going to get invited to a gathering that could involve mediumship, where a medium could be connecting with deceased loved ones, or it could be a psychic, or both, because, you know, mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums, because some people just connect with spirit guides and they don't want to connect with the dead, or they don't do it that much. But all mediums are psychic. This could be quite insightful. I feel like if you do it, though, I feel like for many of you Libras, I feel it's a group. There's a group of people, like it's at a bachelorette party or at an engagement party, or it's somebody's having a psychic party, or it's at some venue and this is happening for a bigger group of people. I don't really feel it's a one-on-one mediumship reading for you. It could be for some of you, but I really feel it's happening with a group of people. You may be having to look at your finances, and you may be taking a hard look at how much money you've spent recently or how much money you spend on a regular basis. And you may feel like, wow, I didn't realize I was spending that much money on this, or this. I've got a budget, you know, or maybe your bills are just increasing and you're like, I got to budget my money more. You may also be looking at your life like you want to get processed chemicals out of your life. Maybe you dye your hair and you're like, oh no, I heard that that's not good for brain health. Or, you know, oh, I love to drink this liquid or that soda or that drink, but there's chemicals in it, or certain foods you like to eat. And you may either have an allergy, or you may just feel like, I want to try to eat more pure and reduce chemicals in my life. You may feel that way in the month of November. Now, the best gemstone crystal I got for you to work with, use, or wear for the month of November 2022 is carnelian. And carnelian restores motivation and stimulates creativity. It gives courage. It promotes positive life choices and dispels apathy and motivates for success. Carnelian is useful for overcoming abuse of any kind, and it helps in trusting yourself and your perceptions. Again, I have to say, almost every sign, I think every one so far, including yours, I see how this gemstone makes sense for what came up in your reading. It's going to really help you be able to discern, truth from fiction in what you're seeing on TV, what you're hearing out in the world, what's happening in your workplace or in your private life. If you're undergoing stress, this is a good gemstone that's going to help you assimilate to change and deal with stress. It's also going to be a good gemstone to help you promote yourself and promote what you're doing without being like too overboard or too aggressive about it in a way that could maybe turn people off. It's also going to help you tap into your creative powers, like where you're, great Libra ingenuity. I mean, come on, Libras have great ingenuity. They always do, about something, maybe some area of life in particular. My father, who passed away, was a Libra, and he could fix anything. And that's not what he did for a job. He was a sales rep, and he was a great salesman, but I got to tell you, he had ingenuity. He could fix typewriters, washes, typewriters, watches, washers and dryers, cars. He could build anything. My father was very ingenious in a lot of ways, and I feel it's a strong trait in many Libras. So this gemstone will help you tap into your ingenuity. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools to look into very specific topics, you can get the most recently recorded series in the links down below in the description box, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com and go to the videos page. There you can see all the different video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how far the predictions go out in time, and you just click on whatever sign you want under the heading of the video series you want, and that link will take you to those videos on Vimeo. Now, the most recently recorded video series I have down below, I'll just name a few, is my eclipse effects from the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. I highly recommend, if you can do so, to also get your rising sign in those videos. It'll give you a more clear picture of what that new moon partial solar eclipse will bring to your life over the next 6 months. And I got to tell you, those predictions, some of them for some of the signs were going out a year from now. My Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022-2023 are also available. There's 4 tarot cards in those readings, plus an animal totem card, and I pulled a gemstone crystal for you also from my velvet bag of gems for each sign of the zodiac. Again, that's another series I recommend to get your rising sign and your moon sign. Your rising sign and your sun sign, to get a more clear picture of what's to come for you. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot Spread psychic tarot readings for 2022-2023. They're also available. That video series is one of the most purchased video series that I put on Vimeo. I think it's because there's 7 tarot cards, and it is a lot of predictions and information in those videos. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for November 2022 are also available, which I talked about earlier in the readings. And my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings, those predictions go out 12 to 18 months. I recorded them in April of 2022, and the predictions go all the way until October of 2023. Now, there's many other video series down below. I won't name them all. You can look at them at your leisure and select whatever you would like. Also, if you would like to get more predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here in a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. Also, on my YouTube community pages, I've started to post these predictions and messages there as well, but they're in a written format, usually about 5 paragraphs long. Many people do find that either some of the messages in those readings or all of it resonate with them, and you may find that as well. So I'd love to see you on my social media pages. And please know, if anybody contacts you, I've said this a million times, I'm going to keep saying it. Hopefully it'll stop, but it continues on and happens for like all kinds of people that have Instagram. I'm kind of surprised how many people are getting this happening to them. I'm not contacting you and asking you if you want a reading. If anybody does that and messages you or starts following you, it's not my account. They've created a fraudulent account. So if somebody follows you and if somebody asks you, because they're winding up to ask you if you want a reading. That's what they're going to do. And it's not me. I only work from my wait list, which I closed in 2018 because it got too full, and my cancellations list, which I still accept people. I still put people on that list. I only read people from those lists. And I contact you myself in writing, in an email. It's going to come from me, and you're going to have communication with me back and forth. It's not going to be coming to you through social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's not, if you get anything from there, it's not me. If you would like to make a donation to this channel and help support the readings that I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link down below. It is connected to PayPal. I want to thank you to those who have been very generous and kind and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help a lot. So thank you so very much for that. I do truly appreciate it. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of November, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.